Alright, in this video we are going to take a look at the EUIC final, which was held just over the weekend. It was Reklev versus Isaiah Bradner, two of the most recognizable names in the game at the moment. And Todd was using Charizard EX and Isaiah Bradner was using Giratina vstar. So on to the game, and we see the prizes. Todd Reklev priced mana fee, which can be damaging. Not sure whether Isaiah Bradner plays Radiant Greninja or not. Yeah, so we shall see. I don't have the deck list yet, and I know it's available on Twitter and whatnot, but I want to watch it live as we go, right? Without knowing the deck list, I only know that Todd plays Cleffa, which is the big news that's happening for EUIC, right? Everyone's talking about Todd Reklev playing Cleffa, which nobody is playing. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So Todd opens with a Charmander and Isaiah opens with a Burnett pass. Okay, that is not good. 0 cards in the lost zone in turn 1 for Isaiah Bradner. And let's see what Todd, we get a Lumineon, which I suppose is for an Arven, but let's see what Todd plays, right? He's doing his deck check. And yep, looking for the Pidgeys, making sure that he has his support line set up, right? So Lumineon for the Arven and the Forest Hill Stone, Buddy Puffin, which is one of the best new cards you can find in Temporal Forces, which was just released 2 weeks ago, right? Okay, so Buddy Puffin for the Cleffa, right? Cleffa and the Pidgey. So no Charmander yet. I don't see any Charmanders in Todd's hand, but he does have a Forest Hill Stone, so that might be... Oh, the Charmander is in the active, right? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, and he does have one on his hand. Retreat to the Cleffa, and then uses Cleffa's attack to top up his hand to 7. Right. Before that, let's use the Defiance Belt. Ooh, Lost Vacuum it away. So Todd has more cards in the Lost Zone than Isaiah Bradner. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So add 6 cards to the hand so that he has 7 cards in his hand now. Grasping Draw is the attack. Cleffa, we always wanted to see this kind of special cards in the deck, right? You don't want to see, we do want to see good decks play against each other, but when it's Iron Leaf's pass. Okay, so the good thing about putting the Iron Leaves in the active is it won't get knocked out by a Charizard EX. So if Todd Reklev's Charizard EX does come out for attacks for 180, Isaiah Bradner does have the return KO with just another Grass Energy. So that is a really good move by Isaiah. So Red Candy, Pidgeot. This is the perfect turn 2 for Todd as well, right? You get your Charizard EX setup, you get your Bidoof, and yeah, you get your Charizard EX as well. Yeah, that is the perfect turn 2. So comes out, attacks. Ooh, okay. I guess he wants to use Pidgeot EX to attack because he knows that the Charizard EX can't knock the Iron Leaves out, and the Iron Leaves can just knock the Charizard EX out. So you need the Pidgeot EX to soften the Iron Leaves by a bit. So discard Blastering Wind, discard a Stadium in play. So this is really good play by Todd. We are seeing a Charizard EX Masterclass because many people would just use the Charizard EX and attack, right? Not Todd. That's why he's in the final, and not many of us are. Okay, Iono top deck from Todd. I don't think he would use it. because at the moment Isaiah's hand is stuck, right? So you want presumably a Bibarel. I would think it's a Bibarel. So you get to top up your hand, and your opponent, who is obviously stuck, doesn't add any cards to the hand or doesn't refresh the hand. So it was a Bibarel. Yep, and then your Charizard EX can go up and clean up. He uses the Forest Seal Stone. Okay. He puts the Turo at the front. Is he going to get it? Or is he just making sure that it is in the deck? So it is a collapsed stadium. Really curious as to how Todd navigates the Charizard EX deck, right? So collapsed stadium away the Luminion, okay. And then Pidgeot EX retreats to the Charizard EX, takes the knockout, gets his first two prizes, which is the Manaphy, and I forgot what the other one is. And now, ooh, Isaiah gets his first Colossus experiment of the game. So he is in a pickle because he does need to build up his Lost Zone before Giratina vstar can attack. But you also run the risk of, if he puts down a Giratina V, it can get bossed up immediately, right? And it's hard for you to set up the Giratina vstar when you only have 2 cards in the Lost Zone. And you have to switch out the Giratina vstar, build the Lost Zone, and then come out and attack all in one turn. It's very difficult, right? So does Isaiah even put down the Giratina V? He has to at some point, right? So it is very difficult, and it is Isaiah's first deck check, making sure that what he needs to turn the game around is in the deck and not priced. So let's see what Isaiah does to come back from this game, right? He's not in a good position. He does put down the Giratina V Forest Seal Stone. He has to use the Forest Seal Stone, which means giving up on Giratina vstar's V-Star attack, Star Reklev, which instantly knocks out an opponent's active Pokemon. So what could he be searching for? Doing some more price checks. So the interesting thing about one difference between players in TPCI and TPC is that note taking is allowed in TPCI countries, whereas it's not allowed in TPC countries. So that's a fun fact. So it's a beast seeking. Yeah, Giratina can take one hit, so that is a way to build up cards in the Lost Zone. So a beast seeking, you pick 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose 2 of them, put them in the Lost Zone, and the rest you put in your hand. So Isaiah now has 4 cards in the Lost Zone. He just needs a Colossus experiment the next turn, and either a Comfy or a Lost Vacuum will mean that he can set up a Giratina V-Star. But without Star Reklev, he can only use Giratina V-Star's attack, which deals 280 damage. So that won't be enough to one-shot Charizard EX. He will have to use Sable Eye to clean up. The good thing about that is there's a Cleffa with just 30 HP on Todd's bench, so it's a very big, or rather very small Sable Eye target. So Todd finally uses the Iono, seeing that Isaiah Bradner used Colossus experiment the last turn. and probably has some good cards in his hand. So what does Todd Iono do? Yep, B-Barrel just for 1. Didn't want to Ultra Ball away any of the other pieces. Does Quick Search. What can he search for? It could be another Charmander. No, Collapse Stadium is in play. Or he can just evolve the Charmeleon to a Charizard. Who he takes the Iono. I think it's for the next turn, so any Lost Zone decks is afraid of the constant Iono, right? If you keep refreshing the hand when they just put important cards in it and Lost Zone some not so important or even more important cards in the hand. So that's a chorus experiment. We can see if Isaiah can get to 7 this turn. So it's a rough start for Isaiah, but it doesn't mean that he cannot come back. Giratina decks also like to play from behind as much as Charizard EX players do. So yep, the Body Puffin and the Nest Ball goes into the Lost Zone. So Radiant Greninja could be interesting. We have to find out whether Isaiah plays the Water Energy. Maybe I've heard right before the finals that both Todd and Isaiah exchange deck lists with each other. So Todd probably knows whether Isaiah plays Water Energies or not. If that story is true, right? Is that okay? It would seem like Isaiah doesn't play Water Energies. So Todd's bench is safe from Radiant Greninja. He did take the Manaphy off the price card, so it's either he thinks that it's not necessary, or yep, Counter Catcher out the Pidgeot. Does he have the vstar? 6, 12, 18. Yeah, Cramorant does knock it out. Okay, so he is thinking of where to attach the Psychic Energy. Does attach it onto the Giratina V, and then uses the switch to the Cramorant, and he's probably thinking about putting the other Comfy, but just uses Spit innocently, deals 110 damage to the already injured Pidgeot. So yep, it is 4 prizes for 4 prizes. Todd sends out the Cleffa, and the Giratina V is probably the target, right? You don't want the V to evolve to a V-Star. Super Rod's 2 energies and the Luminion, but without Pidgeot EX, can you find the boss? Right? Because if you do knock the Giratina V out and you're dealing 240 damage, Charizard EX is doing 240 damage right now. Any Giratina V that Isaiah puts down is in danger of getting bossed and one shot by Todd. So it's very hard. Ooh, does get the Prime Catcher. Very good play. And yep. Ooh, the Jirachi and Iono. So this rules out any Sableye plays by Isaiah. And when Isaiah can't play Sableye, can't set up a Giratina V-Star, it is going to be very, very difficult. We see the Team Yao's cheer, Team Yao cheer in Todd's hand. Very, very I would say refreshing to see this card. Not many Zard players would have thought of putting it inside the deck. And this is your counter to Airy, right? You want to use Power Pad, but it will get Airyed away, so you put Team Yao's Chair to shuffle back supporters back into the deck. So it is the Snorlax counter. You want to use Turo as much as possible because they will just counter capture your Pokemon up, right? And then you just Turo it back, and yep, and then you can use Team Yao's Chair to shuffle back supporters. So let's see how Isaiah comes back from this, right? Doesn't have Star Reklev, doesn't have Giratina V setup, and he can't use Sable Eye. And presumably he doesn't play Water Energy, so he can't use Moonlight Shuriken on Cleffa and Jirachi. So he needs to find the Ordinary Rod, put back the Iron Leaves. He counter catches the Bibarel and speed innocently. That is not good because we know that Todd plays Turo in the deck. Choice Belt is on the Charizard EX. There's the Roxanne, there is the Arvern, Ultra Ball, Arvern's for the Ultra Ball. Well, Todd can't afford to rest for a turn, but that would mean that his draw engine will be gone, so he might be looking for something, a Bidoof or a Pidgey, but his bench is full due to Collapse Stadium. So he just draws one and passes. Okay, so the delay tactic will work a bit. Isaiah does have one more turn to set up what he needs to. But he does need to take 1/1/2, right? He has to take the one Charizard EX out. The Bibarel will get knocked out this turn. And then how is he going to take the last prize, right? Chorus as an experiment, he needs a Super Rod to take the Iron Leaves back. It is the Comfy and the Giratina vstar. So without Sable Eye, it passes. Okay. So it does need more turns to set up. So pass is probably the best before he gets Turo, right? So Todd is thinning the deck out. Doesn't want all these unnecessary cards because he does know that Giratina V-Star players do play cards like Roxanne, Iono. So he wants to make sure that he gets all the cards he needs, uses Bibarel as much as possible before it gets knocked out. And he does have Roxanne in hand, so if the Kramen does knock out the Bibarel, Roxanne will come into play. So Isaiah places down the Giratina V. Probably quite sure that he thought will find it hard to boss it out because it's an instant 2 price and the win if Todd finds the boss's orders. So he might just pass because the Bibarel is stuck in the active, and even if Todd has boss in his hand, he will need to retreat the Bibarel and then boss, right? So the resources Todd will require to do that play, it's quite heavy, so I don't think Isaiah will want to take the knockout. Ooh, that's the Super Rod. Okay, so the Iron Leafs play is delayed by another turn because Super Rod is put into the lost zone by Isaiah. So the best play might just be to pass. Yep, correct. and Isaiah does that. And Todd passes it back, Isaiah can't find. So it's a few turns of pass. Yep. Isaiah is looking for the super rod. It's a back and forth pass. Okay. Oh, Todd finds the 2-row. He is looking at his hand, seeing what he can do. Yep, it's the 2-row, which means he can't boss. Looking at his deck, he does have only 2 to 3 cards left. So, yep, checking his deck and also getting rid of the body puffin. Doesn't need it anymore. There is the super rod. Shuffles that 1 energy back. Is there anything else? Yep, making sure that he doesn't deck out. And yeah, the giratina is there. And then knocks the Kremlin out. Last prize. So this Isaiah, no, even if Isaiah has the iron leaves, it can't work, right? Because there's a Zard in play. Yep, Isaiah concedes. So it is game 1 for Todd. And he is one more step closer to claiming another IC title. So, after winning so many IC titles last season, Todd is back and one step closer to defending this IC title, right? So, yep. Really masterful play by both players. Unfortunately, Isaiah had a very rough start without putting any cards in the loss zone on turn 1, no confies, had to depend on iron leaves, which Todd masterfully knocked out using both the Pidgeot EX and the Charizard EX, and not allowing Isaiah to get an easy Charizard EX knockout. So yeah, very good gameplay by both players. A lot of players in Isaiah's position would have lost the game a lot earlier and not made it so close. So yeah, kudos to both players. Todd showing us how to navigate matchups where your opponent hits you for weakness, and Isaiah showing us how to play a bad start and make the game closer than it should be, right? So Isaiah chooses to go second this time. Todd opens with a Buddy Puffin, exactly what you need. So after game 1, we can confirm rather that Isaiah does not play water energy in his deck. So Todd doesn't have to look for the Manaphy. So it's Charmander and PG because the turn 1 knockout on the active Charmander is very likely. Doesn't go for the Cleffa play. Let's see whether he does have other cards to look for the Cleffa. Nope, he doesn't, but it's fine. Oh, he can't attack anyway, right? So the main difference between Cleffa and Rotom V is Cleffa's engine for you to draw is an attack, so you can't use it on the first turn, whereas Rotom V's instant charge is an ability that allows you to draw 3 cards and end your turn, so you can use it in the first turn. But Todd has his Rotom V prize, so he doesn't look for the Cleffa. And a turn 1 chorus for Isaiah, which is very good. So what does he go for? Ooh, the Forest Seal Stone. And I can't see what. Oh, that's the Manaphy, right? Okay. So the Forest Seal Stone Lost Zone is a little painful, but it's fine, right? You want to use Star Reklev in this matchup. So does not get the Buddy Puffin, uses the Nest Ball. So he's doing the price check. See what he looks for. Checking the comfy count, the giratina counts. So let's see how Isaiah replies to the game 1 loss. Whether he can stage a comeback, make it 1-1, and then go to the final game. He does look for the giratina V, wants to set it up early. We can see a possible Abyss Seeking over here, build up the lost zone. And Giratina V is safe from the knockout because Charizard EX only does 180. Even with a choice belt, it does 210. So it can't knock the Giratina V out. So it is Abyss Seeking. And the Kremlin. So yep, Kremlin can attack next turn as well because that makes it 4 in the lost zone. And then, ooh, Isaiah's thinking. Puts the beach court, ooh, and the jet energy, right? It looked like a water energy because of the blue background, but it's not, right? Okay, and the turn 2 Pidgeot, the Charmeleon, and the Iono. Okay, so Iono before the Pidgeot is great because you get to see 6 new cards and see whether you can evolve the is that an Ultra Ball? Yep, it is an Ultra Ball in Thought Sense, so we can get the turn 2 Charizard EX, but does he want to attack 180 to the Giratina V, right? He puts down the Giratina early so that eliminates the chance of Isaiah turn 2 Sableye as much as possible, right? It's not very likely, but it's a form of insurance. Like, you don't want to hit the scenario whereby Isaiah hits 10 in the lost zone in turn 2, gets rid of your Bidoof, and put some damage counter and on your Charizard EX, right? So if Isaiah does get turn 2 Sableye, he will just knock out the Bidoof, put at least 5 damage counters, 5 damage counters on the Charizard EX, which means he is in range of Lost Impact, which does 280 damage with the 50. With the 5 damage counter, it is a knockout without using Star Requiem, right? So the Giratina early is good. So, but Todd does go for just the hit tackle, right? 30 damage, does 10 damage to itself. Doesn't need to set up the Charizard because it doesn't knock it out. So very safe play from Todd, which is good, right? So because any Charizard EX can get knocked out by a Giratina vstar or even Iron Leaf's EX, right? The threat is definitely there. So by putting 30 damage onto the Giratina V, it makes sure that if Isaiah doesn't evolve it to the V-Star, it is in range of a Charizard EX with a choice belt. Or if Isaiah takes a knockout this turn, the Giratina V will be taking 240 damage from a Charizard EX if it doesn't evolve to a Giratina V-Star. So in a way, the hit tackle forces Isaiah to evolve the Giratina V to a V-Star. So Chorus's experiment, probably to set up the Giratina Vs. Does Isaiah want to take the knockout this turn? sets up one Giratina V, puts down the second Comfy. Yeah, so this is why Todd put down the Jirachi, right? Because when Isaiah retreats, Comfy, yeah. Okay, so it's a loss impact on the Pidgeot EX rather, using the Prime Catcher. So loss impact takes away the search engine. Very good play from Isaiah Bradner, takes the lead, and Giratina vstar is still not in range. It is? No, it's not. So Todd does need a choice belt with the Charizard EX to knock out the Giratina vstar. So without the Pidgeot EX, it is hard for Todd Reklev to find the choice belt he needs, right? Because you need to evolve the Charmander to a Charizard EX, and you need to find the choice belt, and the only draw engine you have is Bibarel. Okay, evolves the Charmeleon to a Charizard EX. So does Todd find the choice belt? Thinking about whether to, yep, does find the third fire energy. Nope, he doesn't. Okay, so takes it back. Isaiah is fine with it. So we need to find, Todd needs to find the choice belt to knock the Giratina vstar out. So if Todd doesn't find it, then Isaiah will be in a very, very good position. Okay, does not have the choice belt. No Arven, no choice belt. Does find the Radiant Charizard though. Yep, benches it. Hasn't used his supporter, so he can either boss the Giratina V out, or he can Iono and try and look for the choice belt. Does use the Iono, so he needs the choice belt to knock out the Giratina vstar. Or the counter catcher. Ooh, that's the choice belt. There we go. Yep. Todd making sure that all his resources are used up, make sure that the deck is as thin as possible, and that is how he got the choice belt. Shuffles back 2 energies and the Pidgeot EX back to the deck with Super Rod. And yeah, so Todd is back in the game. So for Isaiah, what does he do about it, right? The choice belt is so good. Giratina vstar knocked out. The Prime Catcher is still priced for Todd. Isaiah already used his Prime Catcher. And Todd is very, very well set up for winning the EUIC. And Isaiah just got Iono the previous turn, so it's whether he can find the Giratina vstar or the Iron Leaves, right? Iron Leaves EX. So if the preferred play would definitely be the Giratina vstar, because Iron Leaves, if he uses Iron Leaves EX to attack, the Radiant Charizard from Todd is going to one-shot the Iron Leaves with just 1 energy. But if Giratina vstar uses Star Requiem on the Charizard EX, Todd does not have a reply at the moment, right? The choice belt, assuming Todd only plays 1, has already been put on the Charizard EX, and the Radiant Charizard cannot knock out the Giratina vstar. So it is the Mirage Gate. So you are forcing Todd to you are forcing Todd to evolve the Charizard EX, and then you can have the Iron Leafs EX play, right? So the ideal play would be Giratina vstar, Star Reklev, and then Roxanne, right? Because Todd does have Bibarel, unfortunately for Isaiah rather. But you do want to disrupt the hand a bit. Todd making sure that there is at least one search engine every time with either Pidgeot EX or Bibarel. So we have seen Charizard EX players contemplating whether should I go with the Pidgeot EX, should I go with the Bibarel, and what does top deck? So why Todd was like, why not play both? Yep, it is the Giratina V-Star. We are going to see Star Reklev and forcing Todd to evolve the Charmander to a Charizard EX, and then after that Isaiah, that would be the time where Iron Leafs EX can come out for the last two prizes. See, we do see the Iron Leafs EX. Yep, and of course, ooh, does want to keep the energy. So it is very dangerous for Isaiah if Todd finds the Iono, because that would mean Iron Leafs EX gets shuffled to the bottom of the deck. So let's see what Isaiah attaches the energy onto the Giratina V-Star and just passes. Okay, interesting move. Some would say that no, you might just Star Reklev, but yeah, very interesting. He doesn't want the Giratina V-Star to get knocked out, but does get bossed out. There's no way Todd can knock the Giratina V-Star out. Yeah, if you're watching this video, do let me know what is the rationale behind Isaiah not retreating the Comfy. And then, oh, did he retreat already? I have to see again. Did he retreat? It's either he retreated already or it's a conscious choice not to send out the Giratina V-Star for Star Reklev. Right, we have to check. I think Isaiah already retreated Jet Energy. No, I don't think so. 13 cards in the Lost Zone. He used Chorus. Possible. It is possible that he already retreated, couldn't find the switch. But we can do Star Reklev this turn. Force. No, Todd doesn't need. Yeah, Todd doesn't need Radiant Zard to attack, right? 240, 270, right? Yep, does use the Ino, so that's the Iron Leafs EX to the bottom of the deck, and then Todd can just use Hit Tackle to knock the Giratina V-Star out, making sure that there are no two prizes in Todd's field. And Radiant Greninja, ooh, that's the Luminion, perfect for what? Perfect for the next turn. So Hit Tackle is going to take two prizes, and Isaiah cannot put down any more two prizes. Cannot put down. Ooh, that's Ultra Ball away the Luminion. That's the Pidgeot EX. Does he have the Rare Candy? Yeah. Pidgeot EX is okay because nothing on Isaiah still can knock it out. Collapse Stadium away the Charmander. Yeah, so it's going to be Radiant Zard for the last two prizes. Interesting move to Collapse Stadium away the Charmander. Yeah. So Bibarel draws 4 cards. Manaphy up. Ooh, that's a great draw. Okay, just does use Radiant Charizard and just knocks it up. Okay, that makes sense because Radiant Charizard, you're not going to use it to take 2 prizes because Isaiah is not going to send anyone out, any 2 prizes out. So why not use it to take Giratina vstar out, and Isaiah cannot use Cramorant to knock Radiant Charizard out, and he doesn't play Water Energy, so Moonlight Shuriken cannot be used to knock Radiant Charizard out as well. Yeah, so Todd needs a possible 2-row to reuse the Radiant Charizard. Alright, yeah. So let's see what Isaiah does. This is a great game, right? Lots of back and forth. Ooh, just the Cramorant. Just the Cramorant. Yeah, I was just saying, Todd can find the Iono did hurt Isaiah quite a lot. Iron Leafs got shoved. Ooh, and the top deck Rare Candy. Todd doesn't even need to use Oven for the Rare Candy. Yep. The question is, does Todd have enough Rare Candies for the last Charizard? Well, it's definitely not going to evolve it this turn. Ooh, okay, so the Prime Catcher does reset Radiant Charizard's attack, and which means Radiant Charizard can attack again. So the only thing stopping Todd from winning EUIC is Hand Disruption, right? Yeah, top deck Rare Candy, there we go. So yeah, because he's not going to evolve the Charizard EX now. He has the cards he needs to evolve evolve the Charmander to a Charizard. He just needs the energies back into the deck. Lumineon for insurance. Yep, Arven for what to set up for next turn, I would assume. Ultra Ball, Forest, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Collapse Stadium is in place, so he can't put Lumineon down yet. Yeah, he does have the Rare Candy and the Zard. So I was saying, he's not going to evolve the Charmander to a Charizard EX this turn, because that would mean that Isaiah can use Iron Leaf's EX and Counter Catcher / Boss's Orders for the win. So very controlled play by Todd this turn. So the only thing stopping Todd from winning EUIC is Hand Disruption by Isaiah Bradner, right? So Isaiah needs to disrupt the hand. It's either Roxanne and Iono, and then use Cramorant to knock the Radiant Charizard out, and then hope that Todd doesn't have the card, because Todd needs 2 cards, right? The Rare Candy and the Charizard EX. But with Pidgeot EX in play, Todd only needs 1 card. So it is very, very close. The grass energy, that's the boss's oil, and the rock sand. It does have the hand disruption. What a great find by Isaiah. Keeps himself in the game. He does need to retreat. Use the Kremlin, take the Radiant Charizard. And then pray that Todd doesn't have the one of the two cards that he needs. It is the Buddy Puffin, and I can't see the other card. We are coming down to the wire. It does have the switch. It does have Mirage Gate. Does come down to the wire. Switch. Okay, that is, yeah, making sure that he, because Todd can Iono. Todd does have Bibarel. I just saw it. My bad. So Todd has put himself in a very, very good position to win with Bibarel and Pidgeot EX in play. So Iono doesn't hurt him that much. Great control by Todd to reset up Pidgeot EX and have both Pidgeot EX and Bibarel in play. So because when I was trying out Charizard EX, I do face the problem of, you know, when opponents knock out the Pidgeot EX, it's hard for me to reset it up, but Todd has done it so skillfully and at the right time. So wonderful play. Yeah, Isaiah, at this point, it doesn't matter. You can put down the Iron Leafs EX. So Pidgeot EX, Clef, it does need 2 cards. So Todd making sure that, you know, they are not thinning out the deck, making sure that there is the highest chance of him drawing to one of the 2 cards that he needs with Bibarel. So Bibarel for 3 cards just needs the Candy or the Charizard EX. So, and yep, okay, just a short interruption there. Okay, 3 cards, does he have it? There is the Charizard EX, Pidgeot EX for the rare candy. And we have our new EUIC champion, Todd Reklev. Very, very masterfully played. Isaiah, unlucky game 1, managed to recover in game 2 and play how he was supposed to play as a Giratina vstar player against Charizard EX. But Todd also recovered very well from the early loss of his Pidgeot EX, making sure that he set it up while attacking Isaiah. So very, very skillfully played by both players. If you are looking at how you should play Giratina vstar or Charizard EX, this should be the game that you are looking at. Congratulations once again to Todd Reklev for winning EUIC. Probably the best player in the modern era. So arguably some would say of all time. So let me know what you feel about this statement. Is Todd the best player ever? I would say Todd is definitely the best player in the current era, but best ever? That is a very controversial topic, right? So once again, congratulations to Todd Reklev for winning EUIC with a unique, I would say unique build of Charizard EX.